And now, every single brake line is done on this car. Hopefully it all works, hopefully it doesn't leak anything, and hopefully I like the way that I set it up with the hydro in the front and the solenoid for the rear. We'll figure that out. First things first, gotta put some pads in the calipers. Will it spill its guts all over the floor? Will it even feel like a brake pedal? The haters say no.
Something's making noise.
Fluid's fluiding. So we couldn't get the brakes working yesterday. Now whether that is because there's something wrong with the system or because there was air in the system that we couldn't get out, I don't know. We're about to find that out. Purchased a power bleeder. It's about time I have one of these anyway. They just bleed brakes so much more efficiently. So we're gonna try to bleed the brakes with this bad boy. Hopefully we can get some pressure in the system. Pressurize the system and fluid should start coming down through here. Not really. Anything up there?
It's not moving
at all?
no, it's still like fucking slam full.
My bet is that the distribution block for the Volvo thing, there's like a little piston inside of it that moves to direct flow, or I don't know exactly how it works. It's redundant now that we've deleted the dual line system, so try to just get rid of that and just do lines straight to where they need to go. Got the new lines in, all tightened up, no more distribution block. We're gonna see if this works. Bunch of brake fluid. We got the brakes feeling pretty good. Hydro's working, pedal's working. Unfortunately, this didn't work. The power bleeder did not work. We tried it for like 2 hours to power bleed it, and then we normally bled it for 15 minutes and it worked, so. Gotta love that purchase. Thanks, Harbor Freight. Yep, hats off to you. We'll see how the brakes really feel once the booster is hooked up and we can actually drive it. For now, it's good enough. So the next thing that I want to do is go ahead and finish up this engine bay and get the actual intake and intercooler system finished. Before we do the intake and intercooler, we gotta fix the belt. Starting to want to pull off, so we're gonna space off that idler pulley that we made a little bit. Hopefully that fixes it. And then we gotta do some fabricating. I don't remember how these hoses ran.
Well, one end ran to the other end.
Building on those bungs, running some hoses, doing some wires, the pump for the intercooler. Here we go. System, cycling cold water from the heat exchanger. You're on pump duty, all right? Just put your ear right here. It takes like half a second. So
and
after the
yell if
fuel
it doesn't
pressure
work.
goes away.
Yell if it doesn't work. Danielle.
Is it supposed to be doing the thing? Oh, it's doing the thing. There for a second, I was worried. Thirsty. Damn.
It's like you flushed the toilet.
Oh, she's getting air, buddy.
Definitely not fitting up the same, ladies and gentlemen.
Please, you try.
Can I do
You're
this?
gonna make it not straight.
I'm not.
It's harder than it looks.
Yeah.
Never had faith.
Bro.
Don't do it on the thing, because that's not straight either. Alright.
How do you do it? I don't understand. What do you mean?
Told you it's harder than it looks.
It definitely was harder than it looked.
make sure the belt stays on, and to bless our ears, we're gonna go ahead and start this thing up. Now that the steering rack's in, I'm gonna fill it up with some power steering fluid here. More. It looks about the same.
That thing was hopping.
Yeah, I forgot how good it sounds. It's like almost
Like
concerning.
gave me chills.
Yeah. The only thing I don't like about how loud and choppy it is I can't tell if there's other noises that are bad. I'm gonna try not to start it until we've got the exhaust on it so we can make it quiet to make sure the motor's healthy. Sounds healthy though, so. Belt's definitely better. I mean, it's like, if you look on it at it right now, it's on. Okay guys, so this intercooler piping has been extended. Now, unfortunately, I didn't buy enough metal for the other intercooler pipe. I ordered some more metal, some more couplers, some more clamps, just to get the whole system kind of looking nicer. Some of the clamps are rusted. It's been sitting for a while. So we'll finish the intercooler stuff at the end of the video. So now I want to put the exhaust back on. Before just throwing the exhaust back on, we're going to change it a bit. All of the hangers right now are mild steel, and they're using rubber bushings that are all worn out. So we got new bushings. We got some new stainless steel rods that I can actually replace with the mild steel ones so they don't rust. Then we are going to turn the 3-part exhaust into a 4-part exhaust, because right now it's a downpipe and then one piece that goes from the downpipe all the way to the back axle, which is fine. But what I discovered when we didn't have a shop is that in order to remove that exhaust without pulling the transmission out, you have to be able to fish it down really far. So it has to be on a lift to be removed. And that's just not very practical to have your car on a lift to remove the exhaust. So we've got another flex pipe, another V-band clamp. We'll cut the exhaust in half, weld this somewhere so we can bolt it on and off. Bada bing, bada boom. We're just trying to make the setup nicer. Yeah, I don't think there's any water.
Good.
Evolution Power Tools actually sent me 2 new saws, a circular saw and a Bilter saw. I think that's how you pronounce it. Not gonna use those yet. Those will be more for wood projects or like big flat sheets of metal. But they also sent me a new stainless steel blade, which is what I needed. So let's throw this on the chop saw. Perfectly right there. And then from here, boom, and then... Well, you know what that means? I gotta take this down, cut it, then put it back, check to make sure it works, then take it down, tack this to it, put it... Fabricating tests your patience. I remember the days when I used to struggle just to get a flat, smooth cut on pieces. It's funny how easy it is now just to get like a perfectly smooth thing to weld. So satisfying. Before welding up the second piece to the first piece, we're gonna go ahead and get this bolted to the second piece. Before we do that, going to replace, I mean, look at them, they're disgusting. It's the only mild steel part on this entire car. Well, plus the welds for this, which, as you can tell, are also leaking. So we're gonna replace these with this stainless rod, and we're also gonna paint this back section. So with this much metal, I gotta get this hole closed up. Although I will have more metal because I'm gonna put a flex pipe back there. So.
The finesser.
Trying to do all this with just the exhaust that we had was a little bit tricky because, like, for instance, there's 5 different pieces within 6 inches, which kind of stinks. But it's all tacked together. Test fit it for a final time. If it works, we can weld it up. Oh, and we still actually have to make a hanger too. That's fun.
Hey, yo.
After welding for literally an hour, maybe even more, it's ready. Welds look good. All stainless, no mild steel on this bad boy anymore. All cleaned up, fitting it better, I hope. Turns out it all warped while I was welding it and now it doesn't fit whatsoever. Yeah, just go and tighten it. We're gonna leave the valve open, so it should sound about the same, and then we're gonna close the valve. Where's the valve? I get the honors, man. I'm the one who welded for an hour. Oh, let's go! That's awesome. I forgot how much of a difference that made. And now, engine sounds amazing. You can hear the cam back. Yeah, you can definitely hear the cam back here.
Yo!
That's a success. So now the only thing to do, gotta put all the wheels on it. We got some new wheels to hopefully cover the brakes. And then once we get the parts, finish the intercooler system. So these are some OEM Volvo wheels. They're 15 by 6.5. So these are the biggest 15-inch wheels I could find with this bolt pattern. I think they're gonna fit. Okay, so it looks like it's touching. Oh yeah, look at that. It's perfect. There's barely right there. See, quite frankly, that actually is going to self-clear. Unfortunately, Amazon never showed up with the stuff that we need to get this intercooler system done, so we're just gonna drive it at least around the parking lot without any of that stuff. Doesn't really matter, but gotta get it to fit underneath the hood with this math. So there you go, it's kind of going the right way. I'm gonna turn it on. I'm gonna try using the clutch, using the brakes, all that kind of stuff, and then we warm it up. Nice and quiet. I'm gonna let it idle for a second. Fun. So far, so good. Double check the hoses before you let it reach operating temp. Note self. That's an L.
Power steering fluid everywhere, but
All right, we fixed our 2 leaks here. Let's try that again, eh? TPS just threw an error code.
oh, okay.
Yeah. So let me reset that. Let's try it again. That's easy. Oh, that's an easy clutch. That's smooth. Oh, no biggie at all. It does feel like an old car, you know, clanky a little bit, rattly a little bit. Doesn't look any different. That's good. I want to drive it on the street, get it up to speed, get it up to load, but I don't want to do that with no air filter on it and no power brakes and some other stuff. So I think we're gonna have to wait for that. The clutch feels like a factory clutch. I mean, it engages really smoothly. I didn't even have to give it throttle when I was like trying to ease it forward. So that's awesome. I think we're gonna have to do something with the master cylinder because it's like the clutch pedal's way up here and it's like push, 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 and then it starts engaging right down there. But there's a good amount of travel on where it's engaging, so that's good. Besides the intercooler piping, we have to redo the ignition system because the way these valve covers place the coil packs doesn't work with these manifolds. The wastegate dump also isn't on, but we could put that on. And one of the bolts for the lower control arms, we couldn't get to with the exhaust on, so we're gonna have to drop the exhaust again. So in the next video, we'll do all those things. We'll drop the exhaust, finish the intercooler piping, pull off the intake manifold, completely redo the ignition system, make it super clean, get the power brakes working, relocate probably the fuel pressure regulator, do a lot of work, get a catch can on here. A lot of little things just to get this thing safely driving at speed. Probably would do it fine right now, but would rather not risk it. But it drove. It drove and it felt awesome. And so that was the first drive of the sleeper Volvo. Thanks for watching.
If you didn't know there was an LS in it, yeah, it
Yeah.
just looks fucking.
It just looks so funny.
Yeah.